Our whole life is an effort to keep away the thoughts of death. Every day is a piece of new life. Every waking and getting up from the bed is a little birth. Every fresh morning a little use. Every going to rest with sleep a little death. We are always getting ready to live, but never live. We waste away our youth. We struggle away our manhood. And in old age we regret what we left undone. So many live out their lives in loneliness, strangers to themselves, and then vanish like shadows. Their immortal souls are blown away like dust, because they already disintegrated, but still alive. Philosophers say life must be understood backwards, but that is too late. And life can never be understood, because at no moment can I find complete quietness to make the backward look. Life must be lived forwards, from moment to moment. Life itself has no meaning. One does not see this so long as one is drunk with life. Only when one grows sober in old age, one sees that it was all a stupid cheat. There is nothing even funny or silly in it. That which has been born must die. Birth and death are one event. Life does not cease to be funny when people die. And it does not cease to be serious when people laugh. All our knowledge merely causes us to die a more painful death than the animals that know nothing about death. The day will come when we will have grown wise, and will depart silently when we know that our life has reached the end. There is no cure for death, save to enjoy the interval between birth and death, called life. The sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Birth, copulation, and death. These are the facts. What can we do? Live every passing moment of our life as if the next moment is going to be the last. We should live in the constant expectation of immediate death, not morbidly, but serenely. The closer you can come to this ideal state of mind, the better and happier you will be. Who knows for what we live and struggle and die? Wise men write many books about it. But the purpose of our lives, the end of all our struggle, is beyond human wisdom. Afraid of death? One should be afraid of life, not death. In the morning when you rise from bed, we should be surprised to find ourselves still alive. We are amazed that everything is exactly as we left it in the evening before. The most important thing I have ever learned was that I'm going to die. For once you accept your own death, all of a sudden, you're free to live. You no longer care about your reputation, what other people say, whether you have got security or not, and all that stuff. You no longer care, except so far as you can use your life to promote a cause you believe in. There are more dead people than living, and their numbers are increasing. The living are getting rarer and rarer. The tragedy of life is not death, but in what dies inside a man while he lives. The death of genuine feeling, to feel the pain of other men in oneself. When I look back over my life, of my allotted span, it seems like a very short, vivid, but slippery dream. But all the experiences are no more substantial than when I wake up each morning from my dreams. Events, once exciting and pleasant for some short moments, have slid away and are already half forgot. It's all so painfully empty. I don't think I can stand any more of that dreadful way we are born, die, and are never missed. We come out of a yawning womb of flesh and finally sink back into a tomb. We come into the world bleeding and our bones half crushed, and then lay down in some hole in the ground forever. What is the point of it all? I don't really believe there's a meaning to life. I think life is simply a fact which we have to accept. It is up to us to give meaning to it with our work and our pleasures. That is enough. Our life is but theatre. We are all actors, you and I, in a play which nobody wrote and which nobody will see but ourselves. Old friends pass away. New friends appear. It is just like the days. An old day passes, a new day arrives. The important thing is to make it a meaningful day. Then you turn into dust. Dying is easy. It's living that scares me to death. 2 babies were born on the same day at the same hospital. They lay there and looked at each other. Their families came and took them away. 80 years later, by a bizarre coincidence, they lay in the same hospital on their deathbeds, next to each other. One of them looked at the other and said, "So, what do you think? Was life worth living? Huh? Life may at times be boring, but is it more fun to be dead?" Obviously, you are too young and naive to have realized the total futility of life. We are here merely because our parents had a few meaningless moments of lust that they probably didn't even enjoy. Our parents raised us not out of love. They raised us because they are genetically programmed to do this. Once we are grown, we have our own meaningless moments of lust with someone who doesn't even love us, or whom we don't love. We will probably have children we don't love, and who don't love us either, and leave home at the earliest opportunity. We work in meaningless jobs, and when we die, no one will mourn our passing, except the people we owe money to. I woke up this morning and found myself dead. But dead people